How to become an audio engineer, brought to you by jobsearchchannel.com.
What's going on today, you guys? So today I'm going to be going over the topic of a music producer versus a record producer. Now, I've been working as a music producer for about 10 years, 8 years kind of learning the ropes, figuring things out, figuring out what I wanted to do, and then 2 years in the back end working full-time as a music producer. Though I'm still learning every single day. Music is sort of one of those things that it's ever evolving. There is a constant evolution on both the business and the technology side. And really the only way that you keep up and remain a successful composer or producer is by always asking questions and by always seeking out different answers or solutions to the problems that you may have, right? And that's kind of the beauty of it. Now, I got started in music because music's always been a huge passion of mine. I began as a singer and guitarist, playing in different bands, doing little tours here and there, and I kind of wanted to get in on the production side of things to see what it was all about. I'd always found it really interesting, but I'd never really dove head first, right? Now, I went to school and did a few internships at some studios out here in LA, which were all very, very wonderful. I learned so much working hands-on with professionals and also working hands-on with some of my professors who had once been professionals in the music industry. And I got shot out on the other side working as a full-time music producer, composer, and writer at a sync production studio out here in LA, where I've been working full-time for about 2 years now. Now, you might want to know the difference between a music producer and a record producer because, let's face it, the terms of the music industry have become a bit diluted over the past decade because people aren't taking on just single roles anymore like they used to, right? People take on many roles. Even songwriters nowadays are music producers and mix engineers and composers and songwriters and artists and blah, 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 and it goes on and on and on. So as you can see, the terms of, in that way, people have become unsure of what they mean. And that's kind of why I want to go over it. So as for the difference between a music producer and a record producer, there's really no difference. It's pretty much the exact same thing. And the two titles are pretty much used interchangeably throughout the whole music industry. Now, many times people just refer to these people or these jobs as producers, for short. It's just so much easier. A record producer, in particular, is pretty much a more formal or traditional term that was used a lot before the digital era of music. And this is when, tape and vinyl were the primary recording medias. See, the masters back then were printed and they were duplicated to vinyl records, hence the name record producer, right? So that's kind of where the term came from. So in a way, the term record producer was the exact name for a person who was ultimately producing records. Music producer has become more widely accepted in the music industry now because it just has a more modern flair to it. You're not working as a movie producer, you're not working as a theatrical producer, right? You're working as a music producer in the music industry. And it essentially refers to everything that a record producer once did, although on the other side, you're not only getting vinyl nowadays, right? You're getting CDs, you're getting tapes, you're getting digital streams, MP3s, and such. And that's why we use that term instead now. All right, that's pretty much it. I hope that was helpful for those who are trying to understand the differences between a music producer and a record producer. If you guys have any more questions, please feel free to check the description and get in touch with us. All right, take it easy.